Hello neighbors, it's Brad here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at installing the Curt 4-pole trailer wiring harness on a 2023 Buick Envision. Now the pros of this kit, it is truly just plug and play. You have a factory tow package, so when you're doing a hitch, you might want to pick this up as well, and that way, when towing a trailer, you'll have all your lighting functions. And speaking of installation, I'm going to walk you through all those steps to make sure that you get yours installed. If you have a hitch on your Envision, it's a good opportunity to also add 4-pole trailer wiring harness, because if you ever plan on pulling a trailer or if you have accessories with lights on them, this is going to allow you to gain your running lights, your turn signals, as well as your brake lights to your trailer or whatever accessory you may have. And this one is super easy. You can see there's a plug here, and that just goes to our 4-pole, and the reason being is this has a factory tow package plug, which means this just simply plugs in and then you gain 4-pole access. So to get to our plug, it's going to be located in this area of the rear fascia. It's kind of tucked up there, and it is going to be hard for you to see at home. But I'm going to take these Torx bits out. This inside one here is a rivet, so we're not going to be able to get this one without drilling it out. So I'll go ahead and take these two out with a Torx bit. This is going to be a T10. We'll get these removed, and that's going to allow us to pry back on the plastic and get to our plug. As I mentioned, it is tight. There's a gap in the heat shield that you'll be able to raise your arm up here. It's going to pinch against this, so if you have larger forearms, it might get a little bit hard here. Now, once you kind of reach up, you're going to see a plug, and it's going to match kind of the back side of our plug that we're going to be putting on. There's a plastic slide that you can slide that plug off. If you kind of just pull it, that'll allow you to kind of gain access to it. And now I can actually see the end of my plug with the dummy cap, and that's going to make it a lot easier to get that off. So on the clip, there's a red tab. You're going to slide that back. That's just a lock. And then you'll be able to push down on that portion in the center to pull off your dummy cap. Get this plugged in, and then we're going to slide that red locking clip back on it to lock it in place. Okay, got my locking clip back up. And so at this point, all we need to do is get our 4-pole close to our safety chain loop. Now there is a dust cap that's included, so I'm going to slide that over, and that's going to hold this in place. But we do have some of this excess, so before doing that, I'm going to try to slide this back into that retainer that it was in originally, and that's going to pull up some of that slack and just kind of keep it a little cleaner for us. We're going to get our dust cap to where it's going to hold our plug in place here on our safety chain loop. And then if we need to, there's included zip ties in the kit. We can pull up any of the excess slack and zip tie that up. You could also use the hitch. I do recommend using the front side here, as you have the muffler right behind there. So you want to make sure that's not going to be touching the muffler, as that is going to melt it. So go ahead and get some zip ties up to get this all back in place, and then we're just going to go ahead and get our Torx bits put back up. So now, before we hit the road and just hook up to our trailer, we want to test to make sure that it works. And I'm going to be using a 4-pole tester, and this is going to simulate hooking up to a trailer. So if you have your trailer handy or that accessory that you'll be plugging in, go ahead and plug this in, run through the light sequence on the vehicle, and check to make sure that it's working properly. So first, I'm going to start with my running lights. Next, I'm going to do left turn signal, right turn signal, and then finally brakes. And that was a look and installation of the Curt 4-pole trailer wiring harness on a 2023 Buick Envision.